Yeah, hi. Today I'll explain you pipeline project, Jenkins pipeline project. Okay. So this pipeline project, even you can explain in your interviews. So listen carefully, like how this app works, everything. If you understand, you can explain similar process even in interview also. So what is the main agenda of this pipeline project? So let's launch one Jenkins server. Jenkins belongs to which tool? What type of tool Jenkins is? So this is a repository called my app. So this is present in GitHub. So first step, as in first stage, what we have to do. So we need to check out my app repository. Means Jenkins has to clone the repository. So this is the first stage. What is second stage? Am I audible? Should I continue the class?
Maven build. Okay.
Are you sleeping, guys?
No, no.
No.
If you're sleeping, tell me. I'll cancel the class.
What about testing? Testing tool?
It feels bad, right, Ratikant? You're asking
Sorry?
something. No, if you're asking something and if I'm silent, it feels bad, right? If I'm not responding.
No, no,
Same.
it's fine. It's fine. You are writing, right? So it's fine. You can explain later.
So try to listen properly. If you don't
Mhm.
listen, there is no harm for me.
Correct, correct. I understood.
So this repository, my app, contains an application. It contains some Docker files. You can see
Hmm.
a Docker file. So everything is there. What it is taking the base image as Tomcat, and it is copying something. What it is copying? The WAR file. Whatever the var file will be generated under target. Star.var means whatever the executable file. That name could be anything. The extension is like var, which is under target directory. It has to copy to where under USR local Tomcat web apps here into this particular path. It has to copy. So this is the copy instruction mentioned. So in web apps, why? Because Tomcat. So this base image is taking Tomcat. In Tomcat server, under Tomcat web apps, you have to copy. So this is what present in Docker file. So first what happens, GitHub has this repository. So we have to create a pipeline project with multiple stages. In stage one, this should perform. Stage two, this should like, what is happening in stage one? Jenkins will go to GitHub. It will clone the repository, and in stage two, it will send that repository to Maven build. What Maven will do, Maven will compile and it will generate that WAR file. These two stages, you are aware of it, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
stage three, what will happen once the uh, build is successful? In stage three, it has to build the Docker image. So to build the Docker image, we already have Docker file inside this, right?
Yes.
So
The
from
repository.
Docker file, how to build the Docker image? What is the command? To create a Docker image, to build the Docker image from Docker file. What is the command?
Mm. Oh.
Jenkins will execute this command and it will build the Docker image. Once the image builds successfully, then in the next stage, it has to push that image to Docker Hub. So how to push the Docker image? What steps we need to follow to push the image to Docker Hub? First,
Months.
we have to log into Docker Hub, Docker login, then Docker tag. We have to give the tag name for that image, then Docker push. So the image will be pushed here. And finally, with that image, create one container. So automatically, this container will be created using which image? Using the Docker image which we have
Docker
then
image.
pushed. So that image contains what?
The executable jar file.
Yes, it has that executable jar file, correct? And it also has the base image, Tomcat, right?
Tomcat.
That means in that newly created container, you can see Tomcat and you can see the executable var file under USR, local, Tomcat, web apps. You can see that var file. If it is Swiggy, swiggy.var. Understood?
Yes.
Now let's do this practically. So first what we need to do, steps. First, I will launch one EC2 instance. In that instance, like install Git, then install build tool Maven,
Maven.
then install Jenkins, then start Jenkins. So all these steps you are aware of it. Then we will browse Jenkins, like we access Jenkins from the browser. Then there we create a pipeline project, just like Freestyle project, Maven project, we create a pipeline project. Okay.
Yes.
Launch instance. Jenkins runs on which port?
8080.
Okay, let's do this here. Jenkins. Or we do it like pipeline project. Instance type. Remember to take some high configuration. Key pair. Using existing key pair. Using existing security group where it has 8080 port also open. 8 GB storage, number of instances one. I logged into server. So here, first, what is the first step?
Root user.
First step, what is the first step?
Install Git.
Install Git.
Yum install git. Yum install. We'll do git only first. Now I installed Maven. What is Maven?
Build tool.
Build tool
Build tools. How to check if they are installed or not? First git.
with version.
Version.
Git is installed.
Maven version.
Maven version. Maven is installed. Where Maven is installed? Under USR share Maven. Here Maven is installed. Now
Yes.
let's check if Java is installed or not. So by default, Java also installed, right? When I
Yes.
install Maven, Java also installed. Now we have to download
Install
and install Jenkins.
Jenkins.
So go to Jenkins official website.
Hmm.
Since we have chosen Amazon Linux operating system in the
Yes.
server, so it belongs
Red
to
Hat.
family.
Red Hat.
First, wget command. This is to download Jenkins repo into
Project.
our machine. It downloaded. Then installing
Then
Java, we already installed. Then install Jenkins. What next? Reload. Then enable Jenkins. Then
start
start
Jenkins.
Jenkins. Then browse Jenkins. Public IP address colon 8080 because Jenkins runs on port number 8080. To unlock Jenkins, here is the password copy. So Jenkins has many plugins. Jenkins works with plugins. Plugins are nothing but libraries. For example, you have a laptop and you want to connect a mouse, wireless mouse. But how the connection will be established between a wireless mouse and laptop? We will insert one pen drive kind of thing in that laptop, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So that pen drive kind of thing is a plugin related to that mouse. So that mouse related pen drive we are inserting in laptop. So that plugin is having all the softwares related to mouse. So that mouse is working wireless also with that laptop. Similarly, Jenkins also needs many plugins to integrate other tools. Like I want to integrate Git, Maven, many different tool plugins. So if you
Okay.
are not sure what plugins you need, just go with default plugins. Jenkins will install suggested plugins. If you choose right side one, you have to customize what plugins you need. So let's go with default plugins. On top of that, again, we can install manually whatever plugins we need. Folders plugin, timestamper plugin. See, Git plugin by default it is installing. So we are able to see that option when we are cloning the repository for Git clone. But Maven is not there right here.
No.
So that's why if you need Maven, you have to install it manually. Maven plugin.
Yes.
No, set up Jenkins, create a username, change username. Yes, now Jenkins setup is done. Click on new item to create job. You can see here freestyle project, pipeline project.
Pipeline.
Now we are going to create what type of project?
Pipeline.
Pipeline.
So pipeline project is nothing but it will do build, it will do test, it will deploy using pipelines. Supports different stages, parallel work, and running on multiple agents. Okay. So now I'm giving a name for the project, my app. Let's click on pipeline, click on OK. First, description. Give some description for this one. This is a pipeline project. Scroll down. Here, we need to write script here. Script for what? For all the different stages, we need to write script. So what is the first stage?
Check out Git.
It has to check out the code.
Code.
Who check
Yes.
out the code? Who has to check out the code?
Git. Git.
Maven.
Maven, not Maven.
Git checkout.
No, who has to check out? Means who will clone the repository?
Jenkins will clone.
Jenkins.
That's what I'm asking. Who has to check out?
Okay. Okay. Jenkins will check out the code.
So once code is checked out, what next?
Build Maven.
Maven will build.
Maven. After Maven build, what is the third stage?
It will deploy it to the Docker, the jar file or war file.
War file.
Yeah, in second stage only it will build and create the WAR file. In third stage, it has to create the Docker image from Docker file, right?
Docker. Yes. Yes. Docker.
Yeah. After building Docker image, what is the next stage? It has to push the Docker image to Docker Hub.
Docker.
Docker Hub.
What is the next stage? It has to use that Docker image for creating container. Then automatically deployment will be happening in the container. Okay.
Okay.
So let's do this now. So scripting node. This all the script has to be run on Jenkins node. Just open right node, open flower brackets. First stage. What is the first stage? Give description. Like you can give any meaningful description, git checkout or git clone, whatever. Some meaningful description. Okay.
Okay.
Then open the brackets, the block, first stage. So here, what it has to do, it has to check out the code. So if you don't know the scripting, you can use pipeline syntax generator. Click on this link, it will open syntax generator. So what you want to do, you just tell here, it will generate the script for you. So git related. So choose git. So from which repository, from which git have you want to clone? Choose that GitHub.
Maya.
This is the URL, right? Copy the URL.
Okay.
Paste the repository URL here. Then branch, from which branch? Master.
Master branch.
Master.
Credentials, do you need credentials?
No, it's
Yes.
a public.
Since it is a public repository, so credentials are not required.
Credentials are not required.
Click
Okay.
on pipeline script, generate pipeline script.
Okay.
Git single inverted commas, it has given the URL. Okay, this is the, copy this. It has generated the code for you. This is the first stage. Simple, that's all. First stage is completed. Now I have to write here second stage, third stage, everything. Okay. So first we will do step by step. So we will save the changes and we will see if first stage is working properly or not. I created the job pipeline project. It has right now only first stage related code. Let's go
Build.
there and see. No builds are there as of now. Click on build.
Build now.
Okay.
Go inside. See console. Finished with success means do we have any issues with first stage?
No.
No.
So you can click on the stages button. The first stage is successful, right? Git checkout.
Yes.
Yes.
Now click on configure and let's continue with second stage also. Enter. Now second stage. Give some description. We'll give like Maven build some description, meaningful description. Again, open flower brackets. Here, if you don't know to write script, again, pipeline syntax you have, right? Here. Now this
Yes.
time, not Git.
Maven build.
Maven build. So to build, what is the Maven command?
MVN.
What is the Maven command I'm asking?
Maven command.
Continuously two classes I have explained, right? That command.
Uh, MN build image name.
Visual script. So the command is MVN generate pipeline script. First stage is done. Second stage is in progress. This stage is also completed.
Really?
Yes, this is done, right? So what happened in this stage?
Maven build the war file.
It has built the WAR file. We can verify that WAR file from the server also here. CD, WAR, lib, Jenkins, workspace. So here, my app, it has clone. Inside my app, we can see the target folder, right?
Yes.
If
WAR
Jenkins
file.
build is Maven build is successful, then only target folder will be created and WAR file will be executed, right?
Yep.
This is
Yes.
the final executable of WAR file. This has to be copied to the container. So how we are doing this? From Docker file. So Docker file will copy this WAR file, which is generated under target folder into the path Which path? This one.
Docker file.
Web apps, your local Tomcat web apps, this folder here into this path it will copy. Okay.
Okay.
So what is the next stage?
To create Docker image.
No, we have to build Docker image. From
Image.
where?
From Docker up.
From Docker file.
Oh, sorry, Docker file.
No.
Build Docker image. Open the block. Here. What is the command to build the Docker image?
Docker.
The beginning of the class also I have explained you the command. I asked you did not told the command, so I have written the command also. If you are not focusing, this is what the results. Tag name. Docker build -t tag name. Now we have to give the tag name. The tag name should be in the repository format. గుర్తుంటున్నాయి ఏమన్నా అసలు ఏం చెప్పినాయి అంటే గాలికి పోతున్నాయా? I'm talking to you people only.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What yes? What yes?
Need to remember the commands, but we didn't remember the commands.
Did I explain anything new till now?
No.
No.
Then
Existing.
why you are not answering? Docker build, Docker push, ఇది కూడా తెలియకపోతే ఎట్లా?
Tag name.
Understood this command?
Yes. Tag name.
No. So who is going to build this Docker image?
Oh. Jenkins.
Where it will build?
In the Docker Hub.
డాకర్ హబ్ అనేది ఒక ప్లేస్
Hub,
అక్కడ
sir.
ఇమేజెస్ ని స్టోర్ చేసుకుంటది మిస్టర్ రతికాంత్.
Yes,
Okay.
server.
మీరు కొంచెం నిద్రలో నుండి బయటకు వచ్చి మాట్లాడండి. వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ లేజీ స్పీకింగ్?
It has failed.
వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఇష్యూ హియర్?
Missing command not found.
వాట్ డస్ ఇట్ మీన్?
The command what we have given that was wrong. Like I think tag name was wrong or something.
Docker is not present
Correct. Where it is not present?
in our local repository server.
Correct.
Yes. Okay.
Since we installed Git, we installed Maven, that's why those commands are executed, but we did not install Docker. And how can we expect Jenkins to build a Docker image by executing Docker build command?
Yes.
Yes, we installed Docker.
First important thing is you need to understand the errors. Docker command not found. Understand the error, then you will know why it is happening. Okay?
Okay. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Now let's do this.
Docker found.
So Docker is installed. If I trigger the build, do you think the build will be successful now after this?
Then we need to make active like up.
Tell me, if I build this, if I trigger the build, will it execute without any errors now?
Yes, I think that Docker. So, no,
Into RAM thing Docker. We need
we need to start the Docker.
Docker.
Yes. What about now?
It will build now.
So who is executing the Docker command, Docker build command?
Docker.
Jenkins.
What is the error? At least tell that.
Get in dial Unix or
Credentials.
permission denied.
Why? Why permission
I'm
denied?
trying
Who
to
it
connect.
denied?
Docker Hub credentials, I think.
Jenkins user is not having permissions. Build a document. I'm giving permissions. I'm adding this Jenkins user into Docker group. User mode -a -g. -a means add, g means group. Into Docker group, I'm adding Jenkins user. So that Jenkins will have all Docker permissions. Build now.
Against failed.
Still same. Why? Because you need to restart.
Okay.
Okay.
Start Jenkins.
Once you restart the Jenkins, it will reflect the chain list. Trigger, build, and verify the stages. Checkout is done. Maven is done. Now build Docker image.
Docker image.
So where the image will be built? డాకర్ ఇమేజ్ అనేది ఎక్కడ బిల్డ్ అవుతుంది ఇప్పుడు డాకర్ ఫైల్ నుండి ఇమేజ్ బిల్డ్ చేస్తుంది కదా ఆ ఇమేజ్ ఎక్కడ బిల్డ్ అవుతుంది
మనము ఎక్కడైతే పాత ఇచ్చామో అక్కడ
Docker file. Docker file. Docker path, like, folder.
ఏం పాత్ ఇచ్చాం నితీష్? అసలు ఎక్కడ ఇచ్చాం పాత్?
లేదు అది కాదు. ఓకే.
ఏదో ఒకటి చెప్పేస్తున్నారు నోటికొచ్చింది. డాకర్ మనం ఇమేజ్ బిల్డ్ చేసిందే డాకర్ ఫైల్ అండి రతికాంత్.
ఎస్, ఇట్ విల్
ఐఎమ్ ఆస్కింగ్ వేర్ దిస్ ఇమేజ్ విల్ బి ప్రెసెంట్. ఇప్పుడు ఒక ఇమేజ్ క్రియేట్ అయింది కదా, ఆ ఇమేజ్ ఎక్కడ ఉంటది? అసలు ఈ కమాండ్ ఎక్కడ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుంది?
Jenkins.
కమాండ్ ఎక్కడ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుంది?
సర్వర్లో.
లో. సో మరి ఇక్కడే ఉంటది కదా ఇమేజ్ కూడా. బిల్డ్ అయిందా లేదా?
ఎస్.
హూ బిల్డ్ దిస్ ఇమేజ్?
అరవింద్ డెవలపర్.
జెన్కిన్స్ యూజర్ మిస్టర్ సతీష్.
Jenkins.
DevOps సర్వర్. ఓకే.
ఏం అర్థం కావట్లేదా? What next? After building Docker image, what is the next stage?
To create
Push the
container.
code. Docker image. Docker.
Container liquid.
After building the Docker image, what is the next stage, guys?
To push the code, push the Docker image to the Docker hub.
Push Docker image to
Docker.
Docker Hub. So to push the Docker image, what are the commands we need? What's the first step to push the Docker image?
First,
I have told you, right, in the beginning of the class, first we need to Docker login, then Docker tag, after that Docker push.
yes.
Did I explain that?
Docker login, tag, push. 3.
Should I repeat Docker session once again now? Say yes or no.
No, it's fine.
It's we getting confused.
Docker login.
But to give your credentials, is it standard method to hard code password and username?
No.
So that's why I will create one variable. In that variable, I will store the value of this password. Okay. So for that, what we need to do, we need to create one variable. How to do that? Here, there is an option called with credentials. Say bind credentials to variables. Why I'm doing this?
To save the password.
Store the
We
password.
should not hard code the password in the scripting.
Okay.
It's a secret text variable. You can give any name for that. Docker, PWD, something like this. I have the variable name. No, it is secret text. Secret. I need to enter the password here. I'm entering which password?
Docker login.
Docker login.
Docker login. Docker hub password.
Docker.
Now Docker hub undi kada account, Docker hub account. That
Docker.
password I have given. This ID you can give any name. ID on description. And click on add. Generate pipeline script. So it has generated the script.
Okay.
This is comment. Can remove this comment. So what is there here? First line number 12 says with credentials string variable name Docker Hub PWD. So this variable has the value of my Docker Hub password.
Yes.
In the first step, like we have created the variable and we have stored the value of the password. Now what next?
Login, then tag.
We need to do Docker login, right?
Yes, Docker login.
SH script. No. What is the command? To login.
Docker login.
What next?
Docker tag, like the next script. Tag name.
Stage also done. No, if you refresh here and check. Image got pushed right 3 minutes ago.
Yes.
Yes.
So the entire pipeline is happening automatically, right? Like means one after another the stage. So it is doing checkout, then doing build, then building Docker image, then pushing the image to Docker Hub as a chain reaction, right? Now you have to use this Docker image and create the container. This is the task for you. Okay. The last and final stage you have to do. Fifth stage, creating Docker container using that Docker image. Will you do that?
Yes.
All right. And along with this, I'll share some project document. I have 5 projects. It
Okay.
has complete steps, step by step, how to do, what to do. Everything is mentioned in that PDF material. Follow that and try to do at least 2 projects out of 5 so that you can explain betterly in the interviews. Okay.
Okay, Edwin.
Okay, fine. Next. Resume. I'll share few resumes also with you. So I have around like 100 different types of resume formats. I share this entire drive link, this resume drive link. See, it has like around 100, more than 100 resumes. You randomly open anything or whatever the resume format you feel it is good. So you use that resume format and prepare your resume.
Okay.
Don't mention unnecessary points. Like, let's say here they are saying monitored production applications on AWS, Azure, and initiated corrective actions based on customer feedback they told. So blindly don't copy and paste this point. So you don't know Azure, don't use. Here what they're saying, deployed Ansible, Puppet, Chef, etc. to independently develop automation and configure management modules. You don't know Puppet and you don't know Chef. You just only know Ansible. So mention only Ansible. So like that, you read carefully which points are suitable for your profile. What all you know, mention only those points. If you have more than 4 years of experience, you keep the rest of the experience in other domains. And if you have less than 4 years of experience, keep complete experience on AWS and DevOps. Let's say, Nitish, what is your total IT experience?
2 plus 5 or 2 plus 5.
Exactly how much?
Exactly 1.6 it will come.
1.6 years only. You have
Yes.
not 2.5, you said no?
2.5 it will come some in that non-IT also. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking too. What is
Okay.
total experience?
3.
3 years.
Yes.
So this complete 3 years experience, you have to keep on AWS and DevOps.
Okay.
So you have to prepare your resume having total 3+ years of IT experience in AWS and DevOps, you have to say.
Okay.
In case of like Ratikant, if
Yes.
you have like total 9 years of experience, right?
Yes.
So what you have to do? Like you have total 9+ years of IT experience
Yes.
and 4+ years of relevant experience in AWS and DevOps. Maximum 4 only.
Yeah.
If you keep more than 4 years of experience, the expectations will become more because you already have 9 years. Then what is the starting 5 years? So first 5 years you have to keep your current domain. Let's say
Yes.
this 9 years you worked on Java only. So what
Mm-hmm.
you have to say, first 5 years you worked on Java, then
Okay.
internally you switched and you are working on AWS and domain, DevOps, AWS and DevOps from last 4 years, like that.
Okay.
So anyone who is having more than greater than or equal to 4+ total IT, they have to keep 4 on AWS and DevOps, the rest of the experience on the current domain. Who is
Okay.
having less than or equal to 4, completely keep on AWS and DevOps. In case of like Nitish, he's having less than 4, so keep complete on AWS and DevOps. In case of you, you have more than 4, so keep 4 on AWS and rest of the experience on your current domain, like that.
Current. Okay.
Yes. What next? You're asking something.
Any certification required as of now before going into the
Yes.
job?
Yes. Certification is not mandatory,
Okay.
but if you have certification, definitely it will have an added advantage. You can expect at least 2 to 3 lakhs more package.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. If you have certification, see, there are two profiles, Nitish and Harish, both having 3 years experience, 3 years experience. He did certification, he didn't do certification. So there is only one position to whom they will hire.
With certified person.
Certified.
So here clearly the difference is speaking, right? So that's why if you do certification, that is better. And nowadays, like many institutes means like these exam centers, people, uh, they will write this certification on behalf of you. You just need to sit in front of the system. They will take the system control and they are writing these examinations also. So
Okay.
it's not only mandatory to write your own, because I'll tell you the reason. To write any associate level certification, in associate level, we have 3 things. First one, AWS Solutions Architect, AWS Developer, AWS SysOps Administrator, like the 3 certifications are there. To just book the slot, you have to pay around 178 US dollars to Amazon company. Means you need to open that website, Amazon website. You have to pay $178. That means around 14,000 rupees change only to book the examination slot. They will ask total 65 questions. Out of 65, minimum we have to attempt 48 correctly. Then only you are certified. Let's say
Okay.
you attempted 45 correctly, then still you are not certified. Your money will not be refunded back.
Okay.
So that is the issue here. So that's why most of the people they are going with this another process. If they pay some extra money, that people are doing certification. So this is purely your choice whether to do the certification or not. Okay.
Okay.
Any other questions? You see, you ask questions, I can answer.
So in the interview, what type of questions or maybe scenarios they will ask mostly?
In interviews, first they will start any interview. See, we have first technical round. In some companies, 2 technical rounds, then HR round. In few companies, 1 technical round, 1 manager round, then HR round. Very few companies like 1 technical round, then HR round. It depends on your luck.
Okay.
Then first in technical round, what they will ask? First question. Tell me about yourself. This is most commonly asked question. Tell me about yourself. So what you will answer for this question? This is not related to AWS. Generally, if you have
Our experience and relevant experience, current role.
Hmm.
Basically, it's
Okay, if say now assume you are attending the interview, I have asked you this question. Tell me about yourself. What is
Okay,
your
myself, Ratikant Gowda, I have around 9 years of IT experience. Relevant to the AWS DevOps, I have around 4+ of experience. Currently, I'm working as a cloud engineer in my current project.
Okay, that's fine. Short and simple, nice.
Yeah, look, based on the preparation, I will explain the points like what I'm doing regularly, like this instance creation and all those things. I will add up like that.
No, so I'll tell you. On top of this, whatever you said, that is correct. On top of that, you can tell your skills. Like
Okay. Hmm.
in AWS, I have hands-on experience on services like EC2, S3, VPC, IAM, CloudFormation, RDS. Like you can tell few services. And I have worked in DevOps with various tools. Coming to source code management, I used GitHub like, very frequently in my organization. And containerization tool also, like we are using Docker. Build tool, we use Maven. Like this, you tell just the tools in DevOps and services in AWS.
okay.
Okay. Then after that, they will start asking you the questions. Okay.
Okay.
Then they might ask you, okay, Ratikant, you said you are working at GitHub, right? So can you
Hmm.
tell me the difference between Git pull and Git clone? They'll ask.
Okay.
What do you answer?
So Git clone is like to cloning the repository, and Git pull is like we will rebase the code with our local repository to the cloud repository.
Git clone is used to clone the entire repository. It is like
Entire repository.
cloning the entire repository into our local machine. Git pull is used to pull those extra commits which are not present in our local machine. Let's say
Oh,
in our central repository, we have 10 commits, but in my local repository, I have only 5 commits. The extra 5 commits I don't have, so I need to do git pull. So the remaining extra 5 commits will be fetched.
yes.
You have to remember few points. You
Hmm.
have to explain in detail. Don't try to finish the answer in one line. Okay.
Okay.
If you
Okay.
try to do that, they feel you don't know anything. If you try to explain them in a practical way with some examples, they will get to know, okay, he knows many things, he knows lots of things. They should feel like you have done the things practically. They should not feel like You learned this course in one institute and now you are attending the interviews. They should not feel in that manner. Okay.
Mm.
Keep these things in mind. Explain every answer in detail.
Good.
It is not mandatory to answer all the questions. If they ask you 10 questions, no need to answer 10 out of 10. Means no need to answer means if you know, you should answer. If you don't know, also no worries. At least if you answer 6 out of 10, like, you will be selected. See, what they majorly will see, whether you know fundamentals, how you are thinking. So if particular scenario is there, like what will be your approach? So how your approach will be there, how your mind presence will be there. They will see these things. Some practical questions also. Like, what is the most, this question also, my chances are there. Most toughest challenge you have faced in your project. These kind of questions they'll ask. And you can tell like, in my project, I'm the only cloud engineer. I take care of each and every responsibility related to cloud activities and DevOps related activities. Now, even if there are any situations, I need to work immediately on some production tickets, it's high severity tickets. I won't feel any stress. I take each and every task in very cool manner. I work on every task. Even if any pressure situation comes, I can handle it smoothly. Like that, you have to showcase yourself that we know that everything is fake, but the interviewer
Mm.
should feel like he should convince with your answers. Okay,
Mm.
got it? Understanding?
Yes.
So mostly they will ask you questions based on what you're answering. Let's say you answered, uh, Git pull is it is cloning extra commits. Git pull is like downloading entire repository. Then they might ask you, what is a commit? You will answer something. Then what is that revert? From your answers only the questions will created. Okay. Few people who, if they don't know much about DevOps and interviews, how they will interview means they will just open browser, AWS and DevOps questions, interview questions. They will type like this. Based on the questions, whatever they are seeing in the website here. Like first, why use AWS for some like here this one. Give me an example of real life scenario in which you can implement AWS DevOps. So they might ask you like this, how do you stay up to date on AWS DevOps? Things like they will like few people, because I saw while few people intervened, they directly open this website, they'll ask the questions because they won't have some sufficient time to prepare the interview questions. They will ask regular questions also. So it is better to see this kind of interview questions also. AWS DevOps interview questions like top 10, top 100 interview questions.
Yeah.
So what is infrastructure as code and how it is implemented in AWS? How do you automate deployments in AWS? Like, you try to understand, don't buy hat anything. What is version control and why is Git commonly used? Like what is a microservice? Go through them. And very, very important thing is if you really attend interviews, then only you will get to know where you are, like how much knowledge you have. Self-evaluation will happen only if you attend the interviews. Just by going through the documentations, interview questions, YouTube videos, my recorded sessions, if you just go through them, you don't know what they are expecting from a cloud engineer. What kind of skills they are expecting, what you have, you won't know until and
Yeah.
unless you attend interviews. Let's say you have attended first one round in your company. They have asked you 10 questions. You attempted only 2 correct. Remaining 8 you don't know. So next, once the interview is completed, open notebook, write all the questions. Again, maybe after next week, you have interview scheduled in another company. They ask again you 10 questions. You see again 10 questions. So, out of 10, at least 2, 3 will be repeated or not from this 10.
Yes.
So here you will be having some improvement or not. Okay, any questions?
No, it's fine.
Okay, fine. So that's all. That's all. You can start preparing resume and you can upload.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay then. All the best, guys. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
And sessions are completed for AWS and DevOps. Okay. I'm going to start a new batch from Monday onwards. Just for your information, I'm sure. Thank you all. Bye.